Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am just patiently here waiting for qualifying like the rest of you. Just enjoyed watching a little bit of FP3 and been tinkering around with my team. So just thought I'd kind of pop on quickly just to kind of let you know thoughts of my team as I lock it in. So I'll kind of keep this pretty short here. Again, for those of you that are new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Luke F1, brand new content creator this upcoming season. I'm looking forward to providing some content, some videos, some thoughts, some advice. Hopefully, I can give you guys some things to think about, but ultimately we're here to have a lot of fun. So for those of you who are new to fantasy Formula One, certainly there's a strategy piece to F1 fantasy, but totally, if your fun in the game is just really supporting your favorite teams, your favorite drivers, totally ignore what we're saying. You do you, you have fun, pick your favorite people, cheer for your favorite teams, drivers, have a lot of fun. For those of you who have had some experience playing F1 fantasy, who are looking to be a little bit more competitive, we'll also sort of dip into some strategy and some thoughts there. But yeah, so if you've been kind of following along, you've kind of been probably tinkering around with your teams, figuring out what your strategy is going to be, how many A-tier drivers you're going to go for, how many A-tier constructors you're going to go for, can you fit them all in at this time, what does it mean with budget, are we going to forego points, all that sort of covered in previous videos that I've sort of put up so far. But as we get closer to the deadline here, I think I'm starting to narrow in on my team. So yesterday when I did my sort of price algorithm video and I was looking at my predictions sort of following free practice 1 and free practice 2, I was kind of really honing in on McLaren and Williams as my constructors. So going with a split A tier McLaren and a B tier Williams. So looking at sort of how FP3 has kind of turned out, it still looks like Williams are quite strong. Maybe there's some debate on their race pace. Perhaps are we getting a little bit too high on Williams at this point? But I don't know. Williams, I don't know. Are we looking at a classic Williams car? Like if that car was painted yellow and blue, would we be thinking anything different about Williams? For those of you that watched the '90s and the Nigel Mansell days, it's like, does Carlos Sainz remind you of a Nigel Mansell right now in that car? But anyway, so I'm kind of leaning towards keeping an A tier, B tier, A tier, B tier constructor. And when I go to my drivers, it does kind of limit you with what you can do. But yesterday I was looking at my stream and I was kind of thinking more Piastri. And even though Norris is, an extra 6 million more, it's quite a lot. There's definitely a lot to be said for Piastri, especially in this race. It's his home race in Australia. He's been looking great in practices. Probably is, a good candidate for getting the extra 10 points through driver of the day. But I'm just trying to predict the race. Really, I'm just trying to think like, is Lando just going to be Lando and just going to, is he going to grab pole? Is he going to win the race? I know that's probably a little bit high to say. Sometimes, Lando qualified pole a lot last year and didn't really hold on to, pole position a lot of the times. Even by the first corner, he was, already down to second or third. So there's definitely some risk. And I'll kind of come a bit more to my explanation of that. But when I put Lando, McLaren, Williams in, then, playing with budget, it kind of like not necessarily forces you to kind of go down this way, but I've kind of gone for a mix of these BAT drivers, including like Hulkenberg, Stroll, Hajar, and Doohan. And so let me just give you a few of my thoughts around this team that I'm thinking right now, which I'm pretty confident I'm going to lock in right now. But the Sims and maybe a lot of people are kind of moving towards the Piastri as being the premier driver, which I don't think is a bad choice. It certainly can open up different combinations for your other drivers. I've gone for Lando, and I'm just trying to maybe strategize myself for the next sort of like kind of like seeing where I'm trying to go. And so where I'm trying to go is I want to get to essentially a McLaren, Ferrari, Lando build as quickly as possible. And that might be the same for a lot of people. That was the winning strategy last year. Oh, of course, this is a brand new season. What can happen, we don't know. But I think ultimately the strategy, or at least the goal, would be, can I get to McLaren, Ferrari, Lando as quickly as possible? And so with this team, I've got 2 out of the 3 already. And then I just need to figure out how to get Ferrari in eventually. But I've got 2 out of the 3. And, you know, there's a high chance that Lando and McLaren are going to be the top 2 scoring assets each given week. So I may be sort of really playing the, I want to maximize my points as much as possible at this moment in time. Then when it comes to picking my drivers to fill out the team, I'm kind of, again, with the rain that's kind of predicted to come in the race, you know, there's going to be nerves to some of these rookies potentially, or maybe not. Like maybe that's me just putting a bit of unfair pressure on them there, or thinking that they're gonna the nerves are gonna strike them. But I just want to spread my risk a little bit and not have too many rookies just yet. So I'm looking at the 2 in Hajar and Duhan. Hajar is looking great. The VCARB car is looking, you know, not too bad for a midfield car. And, you know, he's looking pretty fast. And so I've gone with Hajar. And then I went with Duhan. Now, I went with Duhan for a couple of reasons, and maybe a bit of wildcard reasons. First reason being is that, you know, he's an Aussie too. So if there's also going to be an option for someone that maybe could sneak another driver of the day vote, a rookie, an Aussie, home race, that to me kind of has a little bit of makeup for driver of the day. So gone there. Then where I've gone with Hulkenberg and Stroll is I kind of just gone for cheaper assets that have experience. And you know what? I'm not really too sure if I'm expecting too many points from Stroll and Hulkenberg. I just want them to finish the race. And I just put a little bit more weight on veterans being able to just maybe get around the track and just finish the race, and just don't penalize my team with too many minus 20, you know, DNF type results. So, you know, are they the most, can I trust them? I don't know, probably not, but I'm maybe just rolling a bit of a dice here. First week, trying to maybe just differentiate my team from a few others out there, but sort of keeping a bit of a core build where I know where I'm going to kind of go in the future. And that's really me trying to get my team as close to a McLaren, Ferrari, Norris build as quickly as possible. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to lock this team in. I would lock it in for you now online on what I can show you, but you know, there's still unlimited transfers until qualifying. So just going to have to trust me on this one. This is the team I'm pretty sure I'm going to lock in with. Now that I've said it, I'll probably have to do it now. But yeah, why not do a Lando McLaren Williams build and roll with the fun? So yeah, I know I just got to head over here and put my 2x on Lando, but that's also what I'm going to do. So yeah, there we go. Hopefully this helps you to make your teams. Please give me an idea of what teams you're going for. Let me know some of your thoughts, rationale between why you're picking yours, and we'll look to get this community going and look forward to having many chats with you guys. So enjoy the race, enjoy qualifying, and we'll probably see you on the next one.